everyone. So I am really excited to be here today because it's my birthday. Yay! And I mean, how awesome of First Person Art to throw me this birthday party. Like, seriously, I really appreciate that. But seriously, it is a difficult birthday for me because this is the first one that I am celebrating without my father. He passed away a couple months ago pretty suddenly. So this is definitely a milestone birthday that I have to get through, but I'm happy to be here with everybody and the energy in this room tonight, and I have my family and friends that are here with me, and I know that my dad is here in spirit. And by the way, he was very Italian and very hairy, but that's not what I'm here to talk about tonight. I'm going to tell you instead about a story that was a little hairy when I thought I had a stalker. I'm just minding my own business at my office a couple years ago, and the office manager calls me and says, "You have a package." So I think it's just something innocuous from another department in the company, and I get there, and it's this big, bright pink box. And I'm like, what the hell is this? And there are black logos circular around the box, so I get tipped off that it's from Georgetown Cupcake. And that's the, big overpriced baked goods company that's down in DC. And now I think it's national, but at the time it was only in DC. So I'm like, who do I know that lives in DC? Like, who sent me this? And at that point, I only knew two people. One, a girlfriend that I had from college, and the President of the United States, Barack Obama. Logic told me it probably wasn't the latter. So I rip the package open, and I see these perfectly frosted cupcakes with a note, and find out that it's a person I hadn't spoken to in 5 years. And even 5 years ago, we barely spoke. So there's just a couple lines of a love poem and his name, and no explanation as to how he had found out my office address, which included like specific suite number and everything. I mean, this was like a serious pro here, people. So I run out to the cubicle area and I tell my coworkers, I'm so confused, I'm so concerned, I'm like worried about my safety here. And next thing you know, everybody in the office is completely involved. And they're trying to, not make light of the situation, but are not shy about just reaching across my face to make sure that they got the apple cobbler cupcake that they wanted. So I write back to the sender politely. I didn't really want to engage with this guy, but I figured it was the right thing to do. So I just said thank you. And he sends back fully written paragraphs and an invitation for me to come down to DC and stay with him to attend a concert. So I read it aloud to my coworkers, and I say, what do I do? What should I say to this? And my one coworker looks me dead in the eye and says, "Tell him to send a hoagie tray and you'll think about it." So I feared for the next couple days that he was just gonna show up at work, but it ended up being okay, and it just turned into a story that my coworkers and I could reminisce about. Till a couple months ago, my father passes, and this, sweet little stalker guy reaches out to me and offers his condolences, which was very nice, but a little bit more than he probably should have, considering I didn't even know him at all. Offered to come stay with me if I needed to, and specifically mentioned the church that the service was happening in. And then all of a sudden I get a package from Georgetown Cupcake again. And I'm like, oh my God, he's gonna show up at the funeral. Now he knows my home address. What's gonna happen here? And then I get a call from my coworker. "Hey G, just checking in to see how you're doing. We sent you a package, just wanna make sure you get it. We just wanted to cheer you up. It's perishable." And I'm like, you assholes, you sent me the cupcakes. And they're like, yeah, well, we thought it would be funny, considering last year. I'm like, you thought it was funny? I almost put myself in the witness protection program. So today, for my birthday, they decided to wise up a little bit and just got me cupcakes from DeBruno Brothers instead. Thank you.